All right. So I decided to come on live today and talk with y'all and write. Something I don't really do often on here. I actually do this more on my Discord. So welcome in. And if you're new, my name is Kathy or Catherine. I usually go live on Friday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time with my buddy Beanie. But today I decided to go live because why not? It is my channel. I can do whatever I want. So I decided to go on and do some live sprinting. And I am going to probably do 10-minute intervals, 10 to 15-minute intervals. I say intervals, but really sprint. So what is this sprinting? So basically I just take that short time, a period, and write on my novel. I will not be showing my novel when I'm writing. Maybe I will someday, but not as of yet. I'm actually working on my first draft right now, and it's what I potentially wanted to make it into is a dark romance fantasy. Was it dark romantasy with some comedy and a little bit of comedy, like rom-com style. Um, And I've shown the characters quite a few times in this channel, which are the characters that I have in my background right now, which is my vampire Sinclair and my Siren character, half Siren character, Rosalina. And yeah, they make quite a dynamic duel. Um, and they're gonna learn a lot about each other. But I talked about this in my last live a little bit, so I wanted to just come in and do a nice, maybe 30 minutes to an hour live sprint session. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to put in my timer for 10 minutes and I'm going to be quiet for those 10 minutes. Um, if you want to join me on sprinting and, you can either write during this time, read, draw, whatever you want to do. You don't need to be writing just like I am. Um, Enjoy the time, and I will have some music in the background, which I don't have playing at the moment, but I am going to put it on. I'm going to put some music in the background right now. Hold on a second. So normally I would play. Normally I would play. Actually, I don't even know if that's showing. Okay, good. That's not showing. Okay, so normally I would play like from a specific playlist that I usually use, which is from Creators Mix. But today I wanted to um use a different music, a playlist that I actually made. Not all of them, it's quite like chill. Some of them a little up more beat, some of them have lyrics, but we'll see how this goes. So I'm gonna start playing the music. I'm actually gonna gotta make sure that I'm sharing the sound on top of that. So I'm gonna double check on that right now. I'm sharing the sound on my computer. I am not sharing the sound of the computer. Okay, did that work? I don't even know. Okay, share. Okay, that should work. All right, so now I'm gonna play these music. Hopefully it's not super loud. That's probably pretty loud. There we go. That's probably a good sign right there. Okay, let me go back to checking my live stream. All right. Okay, good. Had to double check on my live stream. It's gonna give me feedback, but okay. Anyway, so I'm going to start my session now, and I hope that you guys how do you say, like, follow along or like join me. And obviously, if you enjoyed like this kind of style, more chilled style of live stream, please don't forget to let me know, and like obviously like the live stream, because it does help me figure out that you guys do like it and stuff. All right. Anyways, so back at it. So I'm going to open up my documents because your girl forgot to open it. Or more like, I didn't forget. It's more like, oh, that was not supposed to pop up. Okay. Let's move this over here. So you're not gonna probably see any of my writing. I don't know. Like, some people have told me, they're like, oh, it's fine. You can show your writing. It's not gonna be a big deal. And then there's some people are like, oh, don't do that because oh, what just happened? Oh, okay, got it. Some people are like, don't do that because people can like steer your work and stuff. But I feel like even if they try, they're not gonna write it how I'm gonna write it. You know what I'm saying? So I left off. So I'm gonna tell you guys that I've written 6 chapters so far, and I have like a section that I've left like different scenes, some spicy scenes in there, which I haven't used yet, but I've like just written it down to add it to the chapters eventually. And I kind of gone back to these 6 chapters. I've only done like the first 3 chapters so far, of like going back and revisiting it and like adding more details because I felt like they were super super short. So yeah, sorry. But yeah, just doing that so that way there we go. I just realized the song is repeating, but it's fine. But yeah, so that I'm just going back and like refilling some spaces, adding more detail to it, and giving the characters a little bit more personality, if that makes sense. So I'm going to move this over here. You might see the little document pop up inside, but I want to be able to pop my chat. How do I do this? Oh, here we go. Pop up chat. I want to move my chat right over here so I can read my chat. I know this should have been starting already, but I just want to make sure that I do everything nicely. Oh, and I'm just realizing you guys can't see anything at all because I apparently stopped sharing. Silly me. Oh no. And share sound. There we go. I think that hopefully that works. And share sound. There we go. I think that hopefully that works. Share sound. Okay, yeah, that's working now. It took me a second there. I'm like still trying to figure it all out. Okay, so especially because I'm not like streaming with anybody today. I'm kind of doing everything by myself. So got the music going, got my timer up, and then I'm gonna start typing now. And then I got my chat so I can see it. So in case, somebody's chatting with me and I don't want to miss anything. So I'm gonna pull up my document, which you guys again, you're not gonna be able to see. I don't know if I'm gonna make it a thing later. But yeah, like what I was saying is, so I'm going back to the chapters and just like giving the characters a little bit more personality, filling in the gaps that I did. Because I went back to my second and third chapter and I'm like, I liked where it's going, but I feel like it's so like short. So I started filling in the gaps. So I might continue doing that. And then I'm going to um continue writing. Or what should I do? It's actually, I think I'm going to continue writing instead of just adding. So I am in a scene that the two MCs already, they've met each other and they're in a very, they're like in some sort of event without giving too much detail. Then let's just say the vampire, like he comes off as this really cool, like guy and whatever, but he totally is a goof. And he has a lot of I wouldn't say dad jokes, but he's a bit humorous. Like he has a little bit of humor in him. Um, and then one of the lines out that I'll give you guys, just as a spoiler, is that I recently added this. So I was trying to figure out because since he's a vampire, I was like, if he's living in like modern society or like in a recent society or whatever, and he wanted to blend in with humans, how would this work? Like, aside me figure out like things about him, surviving in the sun and all that stuff. But it's like there are times when vampire characters cannot control themselves around either certain people or if they smell blood or like, things like that. But when he's around the other MC, he cannot control himself sometimes. Or he realizes that about himself. He's just like, oh gosh, like this is bad. So without giving too much detail, he does take something which is technically blood, but it's like and it has like an antidote in it that helps him like calm down and like regulate himself. So in order for him to like blend in with the crowd, he has this assistant that helps him. And then at some point, he started like freaking out and he's just like, oh no. And his assistant sees that and she's like, oh no. So he has to say, oh, I have low blood pressure. So I have to survive on coffee. And what she basically does is like she puts the antidote into the coffee. And I think the line was, sorry, everyone, coffee is my life support. What he really means is, yeah, that's where all my antidote is actually at. So I have to pretend I'm drinking coffee. So I don't know. I thought that was funny. And yeah. Hello. Pick up my headphones. They're really bad. Fine, stop working. Oh, dang, Beanie. So this is my little friend over here. He's the one I usually go live with. But today I was just like, I'm gonna go on live randomly. But okay, I'm gonna get some writing done. I'm gonna put my timer on. And can you hear the music in the background, by the way? Is it loud enough? Hopefully it is. I might put it up just a slight smidget more. Anyways, But yes, I'm going to put on my timer and I'm going to get some writing done. So here we go. You don't hear any music. Well, that sucks. Hold on. At all. That's really strange. I could have sworn you probably could hear it there. But I just stopped sharing my background. See, this is the part that I'm like, okay, I want to share my background, but I want to share the music too. Okay, let me try to put it up a little bit. That's probably a little bit better. Let me know if you hear that better. Okay. All right. So where was I? Yeah, I'm actually not showing it on purpose. I don't know if I should. Should I? Should I show it? I'm a little nervous about that part. And I mean, I'm not a perfect writer. I do a lot of mistakes, grammar and all that stuff, but I don't know if it's ideal for me to show my document. I mean, I personally don't care, but like, I don't know, should I? Should I send it? So you guys can kind of see my creative process in the background. I don't know. Yes, I can. I'll just move it over here. You'll see a little bit of my writing. And a little timer. So actually, before I do that, so I don't know if you guys could see, but I have like chapters over here. I have like little brain dump and then like a bunch of chapters. I'm about to start a new chapter. And I kind of have an idea of what I want to write. But I don't know. So again, I'm in the first draft. So this is potentially going to probably change it later, or like some of it may change. But yeah. Now I forgot what I was gonna write. Okay. I think I'm gonna do that later when I set up properly. I'm going to see if I can have a camera like looking at my fingers. You know, I don't like my fingers, but like typing and then like facing me. But yeah. Okay. No, that's not it. What was I gonna write? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, not brush. Oh my gosh, everywhere. No, you're not distracting me. You're fine. I I I get distracted easily. I'm just trying to like put the words in my head correctly. Oh my god, I have 1 minute. Um until I do the next round. Um but yeah. It's really like going live is a lot more trickier to do this because it's a lot more pressure, but I want it so I can stay accountable, which is why I've started doing it on Discord too. But yeah, sensation on my face. Okay. Yeah. So, in any case, I was gonna say that if you, or not just you, but like anyone, if you guys ever want to join me in the sprints, this is gonna go off in a second. Um, So if you ever want to join me in any of the sprints, you can. You don't need to write. Um, I know it's gonna go off. Okay. Oh, it actually didn't, surprisingly. Okay, anyways. So you can always draw while we're doing the sprints. You can read while we're doing the sprints. So anything, any type of productivity, as long as you can edit. Um, I just call it writing sprints because that's what I'm doing. But honestly, you can do anything you want to do. And I'm actually saying it out loud for, friends who actually watch the live stream. So I know that we do the live streams. Beanie and I do the live streams on Fridays together. Sprint cleaning. I like that. But I feel like when I do live streams like this, if any of my friends are watching and they want to join me in the live, you're more than welcome to. We can do the timing. We all do our productivity during the timing. And then when we're done for the timer, we'll like take 5-10 minutes to like chit chat. And then we'll start the timer back up. And we can literally talk about anything. We don't need to talk about specifically about what we're doing. It's more like that's kind of like the little break time. But since I'm solo, I'm gonna just take like 1 or 2 minutes of a break and then get back to work. Just cause, you know, what else? Unless I'm talking about something specific like now. But yeah. So, um, so I'm trying to figure out at the moment like what exactly I want to do next, because I've been stuck on like the characters finally have met and there's like a proposition. Is that the right word to say? Like there was like something that's connecting them and that's work related. So but the guy, he already wanted to like get close to her because he found her interesting. While she already found him interesting, but in a like she didn't even it's a long story. I don't want to give the information away yet. I'm gonna have to figure out ways to talk about this without spoiling it. I haven't figured that part out yet, but I will eventually. But yeah. I mean, technically, I'm spoiling it now, but whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, you guys get a chapter and like a part of a chapter. In. So yeah, what I could do is actually no, we'll do that in another. No, I was like, I could read one chapter to you guys, and hopefully you would tell me if it sounds good or not. But you're working on as you go, anyways. Yeah. I know. It's just, it's one of those things that you're like, oh, I don't know how to go about, and I'm definitely not an expert when it comes to things like this. So yeah, my little characters, I want them to be interesting and I want them to be likable. So, okay, here we go. Okay, let me start my timer back up. Here we go. I don't know what I wanted. I don't know what she wanted. She wanted to go to him, but I don't know whether I should be like, oh, she's gonna go up to him directly and do, or like wait until the event, because they're in an event, like it's over. Okay. I think I know what to do. One of the other issues that I have is that I'm realizing it while I'm writing. I feel like I give Sinclair a lot more, not personality, but like he expresses a lot more. I don't know why, but I have him like when he thinks about the, Rosalina, he's very like expressive about her, but that's part of who he is because he's a writer. He's a romance writer. So while he's not fully there romantically with her, he's already like fascinated by her and he's like thinking about her a lot. So he's like thinking all these thoughts about her. And I want Rosalina to be the same, but I don't know if I can put her, I don't know how to put her into words with it. I might do it in a different way because she's an artist. So she might go and take the approach of like drawing instead of like expressing it through words. So I don't know. This is where I'm like a little stuck on like, because she's like intrigued by him too, but she's also kind of like a very not standoffish. She's not standoffish for she's a little standoffish when it comes to guys, but because of trauma, but like yeah. But anyways, no, not yet. Mm, there's a specific character I want to introduce, but I don't think I want to introduce this character just yet because nothing has happened between Sinclair and Rosalina yet. So it wouldn't be a right time to even show this character yet. But anyways. Wait, did I write that already? Yeah, I did write that. Doing transitions are so wrong, so hard. Oh, good, Benny. Thank you for stopping by. No.
You feel alive when you don't call when you supposed to, 'cause it keeps me on my toes. It kinda makes me want you more. I get a kick from going out when you don't want me to, knowing you're at home all mad. I know I shouldn't feel like that. I do it, you do it, we do it all the time. Pushing the buttons until we both lose our mind. Why can't we let ourselves play it safe just for a while? 'Cause baby, I know it, you know it, we know it. Deep inside, we too addicted
No.
to friction to change.
I don't know.
So in love, but baby,
Just don't know what to write. It is gonna be hard.
'cause it sure ain't love
Because I want to write something with Ava too, but
that makes us do all the stupid shit that we do. All of the stupid shit that we
okay.
do.
Let me see.
That makes us do all the stupid shit that we do. All of the stupid shit that we do. Why do we do the things we do? Yeah, you claim you don't mind it if I'm dancing with a stranger. So I do it to get on your nerves. 'Cause I know that you really hurt. So tell me, is it love when you're provoking jealousy? Like you're always testing me. Tell me what that is, tell me what to fix. 'Cause baby, I do it, you do it, we do it all the time. Pushing the buttons until we both lose our mind. Why can't we let ourselves play it safe just for a while? 'Cause baby, I know it, you know it, we know it. Deep inside, we need help with these bad habits and foolish pride. We're so in love, but babe, it's not enough to survive. 'Cause it sure ain't love that makes us do all the stupid shit that we do. All of the stupid.
Oh no, did I go offline?
I just promised you my time, and I'm giving it to you.
And they're in a.
So why you being
Oh no, what did I just do?
your emotions running wild? If you don't calm down, I can't stay. Breathe in, breathe out. Let me speak now. What happened was a one-time thing.
Oh, I'm still. It said that I went offline for me. I was like, what? And then my timer went off too. I'm like, ew.
Baby, can't you turn a blind eye? Let it slide, let it slide.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out in this part what exactly I want to do. So Ava which is one of her friends, her coworker friends. It's one of her close friends or whatever. But Ava she's a supporting character in this story. I might think about like I might think about it. I know for sure I'm gonna probably write this, but it's like I want her to have her own story eventually too. But I don't wanna like mention it in this story yet. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out everything. But this is the part I want to kind of be like the main MC Rosalina is going to be like, hey, so something crazy happened. I got to meet the person the author, but then this happened, and then they kind of not gossip, but they kind of gossip about it. But I don't know, something needs to happen. I can't figure out what to do in this part. There might be a timeout thing where you didn't do the chat, might be disconnected. Until you kick the start again. Got it. Okay. Like this part, I want to do this part, but I don't know if this part is just fluff or if this is gonna move the needle forward to the story. And this is where I struggle a lot. This is tough. So I guess I could talk about a little bit what happened so far. So they're at this event. I'm not gonna give all the details, but basically Rosalina and Sinclair met for the first time. Technically for the first time. This is actually their second time. And he is this I wouldn't say he's popular, but he's like this author, romance writer, and Rosalina actually really likes him as a writer. But she didn't know that was him. She didn't know that they were the same people. She knew he was going to be at this event, but she didn't know it was him. She got to know him and something happened. And then in the midst of her freaking out about everything, he started getting a little too excited. I'm going to say it just like that. And she was like in her own head about his situation. Because it's not only like, oh my God, this is my favorite author, but it's work related too for her. So there's like a million thoughts in her head. And while she's over here freaking out, like she had a bit of a like, not a faint, but she kind of like got dizzy and whatever. And he like helped her out. So, in the midst of things, like there were some jokes thrown in there, and like he tried to look cool in front of her, and she's just like, what the so she's impressed by him, but then at the same time she's like, oh God, he's so corny, but I kind of like it. Yeah, I think he's kind of cute because of that. And now she's all like blushy about it because she's like, oh gosh, it's starting to click. She's like, he's my favorite author, I find him cute, and I'm gonna work with him soon. Like it's a lot in a few chapters. So yeah, I don't know how to move the needle forward. This is why I don't write much. Listen, I get it. It's hard. It's really, really hard to figure it out. And like wanting to make it like a dark romance and rom-com, like a dark romantasy with a little bit of comedy in it, it's a little hard. But this is the challenge that I got, I did for myself. So I don't know how to be truly funny without like being just natural about it. Like I don't think I'm actually funny, but like I guess I do things that are funny and say things that are funny sometimes. So I don't know. But yeah. So I'm gonna just keep writing because this could change eventually. So I'm gonna do one more round of this, and then I'm gonna be done for today. Because I don't want it to be super long. I just wanted it to be very casual and, whatever. So I'm gonna do one more round and I'm gonna start writing again. Okay, here we go.
I said some things I wasn't clear. No, it hurt you, but I still care. No, I miss you laying near. Did you wrong and it wasn't fair. If I could go back, then I would treat you better. If I could just change my words like in a letter. I did some things, but I wasn't clear. No, I did it wrong and you did it right. Yeah, that's what you said when you started the fight. We came to an end, I put up this fence. But do you really mean that this is the end? 1, 2, 3 years of silence. Then 4, 5, 6, still nothing.
Smeared. How do you spell smeared?
When my hair
Smeared?
gets green, I lose my
Nope, that's definitely not smeared. No. That is definitely not how you spell it. Smear. How do you spell smear? Wow, I can't spell today. Well, I can't spell every day, but let's see. Time to find out how to spell smear. Smear. Ah. Yes. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Is that it? No. Smeared? Is that how you spell it? Yeah, I guess that is.
In my plan, just you. In my there, in yours too. In my plan, just you, just you. I did it wrong and you did it right. Yeah, that's what you said when you started the fight. We came to an end, I put up this fence. But do you really mean that this is the end? 1, 2, 3 years of silence. Then 4, 5, 6, still nothing. When my hair gets green, I lose my shape. I still be missing you. Year by year, out of silence. No, 1, 2, 3 years of silence. Then 4, 5,
Good morning. This is the first time seeing it. Good morning. Seeing what? Me on or writing my terrible writing? And I just realized I put cheese instead of cheesy here. Oh, and I just realized my my timer already went off. I didn't hear it. Fix up some stuff here. I'm just writing and I'll end up fixing all that stuff later, but it bothers me sometimes. So I'm like, I gotta get back. Excuse me. Okay, so I think I'm gonna leave it there for now. Um, ne Nemi. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your username wrong. But thanks for stopping by. And if y'all can, please like the live stream. It'd be very, very helpful. Um, I know that I'm not doing much right now, but like usually I'm a lot more chaotic and a lot more well, it depends, like on my mood, but a lot more chaotic and such. You're watching from Japan. That's awesome. What part of Japan are you from? Mm. Yeah, so I am writing a novel and I'm writing specifically like a dark romance, romantasy with a little bit of comedy in it. And it's about a vampire and a woman that's half siren, when like a mermaid. And they fall in love and all that stuff. But it's like it is an adult novel, but hopefully it'd be good. I barely understand English, haha. Got it. I mean, that's okay. Welcome in. I know a little bit of I was learning Japanese like, oh my gosh, like so many years ago, like in high school. Is it morning time over there? So would it be Ohayo gozaimasu? Maybe? I don't know. I'm embarrassing myself right now. Ohayo gozaimasu. I think that's what it is. That's hello, right? Or is it good morning? I don't remember actually. Hopefully I'm right. It's okay if you don't know English. That's okay. Actually, I probably could show you. So I don't know if you can see the background right now, but my art style is very manga inspired. Ohayo gozaimasu. Yeah. uh, yeah, so my art style is very much manga inspired. I love manga. I have actually a bunch of manga on the top here and in the bottom, and then I have my novels. And then I have a lot of anime figures like Dragon Ball, Full Metal Alchemist, Sailor Moon. So yeah, I'm pretty much like love anime. Grew up with it, and I went to Japan in 2015, long, long time ago. Um, it was nice, but I was pregnant at the time, so I didn't get to enjoy everything. I went to Tokyo and I went to Korea first, and then I went to Japan after. It was a very interesting trip, but I wish I could have done more. I heard word school. I'm an adult. I'm also in Korea. Oh, nice. Adult. So, what kind of manga are you creating? Actually, I also have a mangaka friend who I don't know if you can see it actually. You probably can't, but they're in the back here. I have one of her like manga panels that she did, but she didn't put her in the final piece because she remade it. Her name is Yuka Nagate. She does seinen manga, I think. I think it's seinen. It's not. Is it seinen? I don't know. I don't remember. It's like manga for older men, for men. She does that kind of style. Yeah, that you turn into. That's awesome. That's awesome. Your stream writing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you stick around. I do live stream on Fridays. For you, it might be Saturday, I believe. Um, Saturday mornings for you, Friday nights for me. I think that's how it is. But I do stream and I draw with one of my friends. Youth, youth manga. Youth manga, like youth manga, maybe younger, not teenager, right? Younger one, kind of like, maybe not Pokemon, maybe Digimon, Pokemon style, like that, age 10, around that style. I don't know the name of that one, or is it shonen? Shonen, shoujo. This is really interesting. Thank you for stopping by. That it gives me like opportunity to talk about something. But actually, also, I like besides my novel right now that I'm writing, which maybe I'll turn this into like not a manga but like a web comic eventually. There is a web comic. I originally wanted to make it into a manga, but I don't know if I can. But I wanted to make another one, but it is seinen. This is sounds Japan. It means not. It means naughty. So I know the way I learned, which probably is not the correct way. Seinen means like uh manga for older adults, but I think it was for men. From maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe I am saying it wrong. Naughty. I mean, we're adults here. Oh, there's a lot of naughty, yeah, a lot of naughty stuff. This novel I'm writing is very naughty. It's gonna be a little funny, but it's very naughty. There's a lot of naughty scenes, which I probably won't show while I'm writing it. um Made me laugh. But a lot of manga that I read are very naughty. A lot of the uh not shonen, it's not shonen. It's oh my gosh. I don't know. Orange berry is no, I get it. Don't worry. Do you mind if I ask how I mean, if you don't feel comfortable with sharing this, that's okay, but how old are you? And this is gonna help me determine to talk about what I want to say. So, you ever heard of the manga Sayuki? Pretty sure I'm saying it wrong. Sayuki? Shonen, yeah. Shonen boys and girls. Naruto, yeah, like Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball. I don't know if Full Metal Alchemist is shonen. It might be. Demon Slayer. That's all shonen. And then shoujo. What is a recent shoujo? I don't know actually. Maybe My Dress Up Darling is a shoujo. I'm not sure actually. A strange part of Japan language. Even Japanese people feel like the meaning of boys' world is strange. Yeah, there's not much I can say in that part. I get it though. I get it. Let me see. Another shoujo is I'm trying to look at my collection. Peach Girl. What else? Peach Girl. What else? But these are manga. These are not like, well, that counts like one. Hot Gimmick. This is an old one. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, girl. So the way like Americans or at least people who are not Japanese most of the time is pronounced as shoujo. So I don't know if that's the correct way, but that's how we say it. Um Pretty sure it's probably not the correct way, but um yeah, I have quite a few older, not older, but like early 2000s manga, like Peach Girl, Karekano, Girl Got Game. I don't know if the Japanese one for that one. Hot Gimmick, and a couple other ones. And then like I don't know what Inuyasha is. I think that might be shoujo. Shonen. That might be a shonen. Ranma one half. Or Ranma half rather. There's a word. There's the words boys shonen and girls shoujo. This is categorized for some reason in the world of boys. It's also girls. Got it. Yeah. I feel like the category shoujo, even though, I mean, not shoujo, shonen, even though it's primarily boys that read, a lot of women or a lot of girls have read, like me personally, growing up, I read a lot of shonen manga and watched shonen anime because that was what was available to us, especially in the United States. We watched a lot of shonen because of that, like shows like Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't know what's the Japanese, if that's the correct way. And then a bunch of other ones. And then shoujo or magical girl sometimes. Sailor Moon. And such like that. So that was what was available to us in the United States growing up. And then mecha anime, such as like Gundam, especially Gundam Wing, was pretty popular here in the States. Gundam Wing, G Gundam, Gundam Zero, was it 00? Gundam 88. Bunch of other ones too. But mainly Gundam Wing, and G Gundam, I feel like were the most popular ones here in the States. I've had opportunity to speak with foreigners and have used different. Nice. Great insight. What is, by the way, my name is you can call me Kathy. So or how my friends used to call me, like my Japanese friends, they used to call me Kyashi. That was actually my username before, like years ago. Kyashi. But I changed it to just my name now because I don't really use it that much anymore. People really call me an otaku. I mean, I cosplay too, so I do so I go to anime conventions and all that stuff. Not very often, but I do it at least once a year. So if you want to learn any like Spanish words, I'm not perfect, but I can definitely help you with that. Since Spanish is technically my first language, but just know that Spanish is it's it comes in different what is it called? Not formats. I don't know what would they were be considered. It's kind of like how in China they have the Mandarin and they have Cantonese and other types of Chinese ways. Spanish is very similar in that way. We have Spanish from Spain, and then Spanish from the United States, and then Spanish from the Caribbeans. So the Spanish I know is from the Caribbeans, though, specifically. Can sometimes lead to clashes and culture differences. Everyone laughs and pronounce of pizza and pizza. Yeah, I mean, everyone pronounces things differently, especially from culture. I try not to like make fun of anybody's pronunciation, but it is like not it's like it's kind of fun because you can hear the different tones, the like so one of my friends, he actually streams with me. He was in the chat a few minutes ago and he's from Australia. So when he says no, I always laugh, not to make fun of it, but it's because I find it so fascinating. The way they say no sounds like there's an R in there. So instead of no, it sounds like nar to me. To me, it sounds like that. But to them, it sounds like no, like they're just saying no. So it's a very interesting thing. I always think about those things like language is very fascinating. And when I was in college, in high school, I was actually learning multiple different languages because of that, because I found it very fascinating. I was learning Japanese, and after a while, I started learning. I took Mandarin classes, which was very hard. I took a Hebrew class. I failed that class in college. It was really hard. And then I was learning Korean at some point, and then I gave up. And what else? There was a different language that I was trying to learn, but I don't remember what it is. But yeah, I think language learning is it's a very interesting thing. And I think if you learn a little bit more about different cultures and languages, that can definitely bring a boost to your novels, in your writing, your creative process. In my novel that I'm writing right now, I actually just like put it there, but I put a Spanish word in there. And the reason why I did that is because my main character, she's actually Hispanic descendant. I don't talk about it a lot in the story itself because that's not what's really important about the character. It's more like it's there because it will explain her background story, but she's like this her parents are like, or her dad specifically is a Hispanic man, but she doesn't know much about her like heritage and stuff because of how she was raised and stuff. Yeah, it's great to learn. Yes, it is. It's definitely great to learn about different cultures. Um, it's one of those things that I actually personally love. Um, oh, you know what? Even though I wasn't learning, even though this is not, they do speak a specific language. Um, but I think there's, I don't. because I don't want to say this incorrectly. So I grew up around a lot of Jamaicans when I was in middle school. So I had one of my close friends, so she was Jamaican, and I laugh because I understand when they speak. Sometimes they have like this broken English, broken French going on. The broken French, it's called Creole. So while I don't understand 100% what they're saying, a lot of the times they will say things that I understand. And I always wonder why I knew. And then I thought about it. I was like, oh, it's because I was always around them. And there are times I watch videos on YouTube, or not YouTube, like on TikTok or on Instagram, and I come across like a Jamaican person speaking, and they will say things, and it's like, to me, it's still crazy how I understand sometimes when they speak, when they're not like just talking in English straight up. Sometimes they speak very broken English or very broken French, and somehow I understand. So it's fascinating to me. Actually, it's pronounced nar. But we say no. There you go. There you go. One interesting thing about Spanish culture was that the sweets that children like was the sweets that children like. Spicy bean paste snacks doesn't exist. Spicy bean paste doesn't exist in Japan. So I don't think we have spicy bean paste in the Spanish culture. I always thought that was an Asian thing. No. Memo, memo. Beanie, you're gonna have to come on and talk about that. And go, no. Because I can't do it like you. If you want, if you want to jump on, let me know. I'll send you the link. Spicy bean paste. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. Spicy bean paste. When I think spicy bean paste, I think of a Korean, the Korean bean paste, the gochujang one, which is spicy, and they cook with that, but not for Hispanic, for Spanish. I don't know anything like that. Unless you're talking about something Mexican related, like specifically from Mexico. You did a better job at it. No way, dude. There's no way. I can't do the Australian accent. Oi, mate. That is so funny. I was gonna say something, but I was like, wait, never mind. That's not appropriate for the live stream. Oh man. Pizza. Pizza. I say pizza. That's how I say pizza. Some people might say pizza, pizza. I don't know. I don't know. I'm American, but I'm also Latina, so it's like that could play a part of it or not. I'm not sure. It was sweet that looked like a pacifier with, oh, yeah, given to a Mexican Spanish. I don't know what, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to look this up because I have no idea what you're talking about. That might be specifically a Mexican thing. I am not Mexican. I'm actually, even though I was born in the United States, my family comes from Dominican Republic, so I have no idea. This is sweet to me. The funny thing is that I think it's a culture shock to a lot of people when people learn about our culture, but then it's the same thing with us learning about other cultures. Yeah, you think it's more mixed. I think it is probably a Mexican thing. Um, I again, not sure. I'm taking a wild guess here. Yeah, I never heard of, never heard of that. But like, it's a culture shock to learn about like certain things. So when I started learning about Japan and like the food and stuff, um, I realized a lot of people tend to like not confused, but they're like they kind of bundle and like all the Asian culture together. And I'm like, the more you learn about a culture, the more you realize that even though there are things that are similar, they're not all the same. Like the food, everything, and that should be a given, especially because like me being a Latina, I should know better than that. And um while being in Japan, I was able to eat some of the food over there. And while being in Korea is also the same thing. That's why I was like, if you're going to learn about something, you have to like really understand um the culture and the food. And because food, I feel like is so important when it comes to culture. And the one thing is that Caribbeans specifically, our food is very, very similar, but we all cook it slightly different. And another thing is that even though cultures can be different, they also have a lot of similarities. One thing that I've realized is that Asian culture and Hispanic culture do have similar dishes. It's just the seasoning and all that stuff is different. So that's why they give it a different texture, a different taste, but it's very, very similar. And I learned that while being married to my current partner, which he's Korean, but like, yeah, like I realized our dishes are similar, but are different also because of the spices and the way it's cooked, if that makes sense. Speak Spanish when they give it to me by self. It wasn't a Spanish sweet after all. Oh. I think to taste authentic foods in general, even if it's not sweet, like if it's sweet stuff, you might have to actually go to the place that it comes from, if that's possible. There are places that might have it. Like in the States, I feel like they have some things that are close to authentic stuff, but it's not always the case because sometimes it's like a fusion style of whatever it is. Like for example, when people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat tacos," and they're talking about Taco Bell or Chipotle, I'm like, yeah, that's not real Mexican food. That's Americanized. That is definitely not real Mexican food. I was like, if you want real Mexican food, you have to go to an actual Mexican restaurant. Like you have to go to authentic Mexican restaurants. And you can find those in the States. But I think nothing will beat the actual place that has tacos, well, Mexican tacos, which is Mexico. Maybe Texas has a few out there too, because they're pretty close to Mexico. So, but yeah. Anyways, this turned into talking about food. When we were talking about novels and stuff, maybe I'll make a novel about food. No, I'm kidding. My language level is low. So I'm using trying. No, you're good. Listen. No. You're not saying anything rude. You're not. And listen, I encourage you doing what you're doing, using the Google Translate. I guarantee you that's gonna help you a lot. Believe it or not. I'm gonna say a little short story real quick. So when I first met my partner, my husband, he didn't speak English very well at all. And him and I used to use Google Translate to talk to each other when we first met. And after that, we would try to speak to each other every day. And that's how he actually improved speaking in English from like not speaking very much English because he's from Korea. Um, and he didn't speak to a lot of people because at work he didn't speak to anybody. He just worked. Like he just, whatever. So it was very hard for him to speak often to coworkers. So when him and I started dating, one of his coworkers met me and he's like, "You're the reason why he speaks English now." Because he didn't talk before. Now he just talks all the time. And he learned a lot. So while he still struggles a little bit, he's learned a lot. He's improved a lot. So I say just continue doing what you're doing. Use Google Translate and keep continuing talking to people. Just keep speaking to people. It doesn't matter what you talk about. Just talk. Talk, talk, talk. And you'll get better. Trust me. Sometimes the books is not always going to help you. It's really just a practice. Just talk about anything, novels, manga, food, everyday stuff, the weather, anything. It's going to help you, and it's going to help you feel more comfortable speaking. I've heard of this and seen the spicy bean paste, but not very popular here. I don't think. I think I know this bean paste is more common around Korean. Yeah, I actually said that earlier. That it sounds like gochujang to me, but then again, it could be a different thing. If it's spicy, I think of gochujang, but if it's sweet, I think of red bean paste, like the sweet one that they put in the stuffing in like pastries and stuff. Speaking Spanish when I gave it. Oh, I read that already. My language. I read that too. By the way, I talk to many. Get excited to talk to about toilets. Toilet humor. I love that. Toilet humor. That's funny. I know. So one thing I noticed about Japan though is that the toilets in Japan are not like the ones in the States. Or I don't know. I'm guessing world and in other places because the toilets. I mean, this could be different now because time has passed, but the toilets are like literally on the floor, so that you kind of have to like squat. But I know that's not true for everywhere in Japan because the Airbnb we stayed in, it had a regular toilet. Like I call it the regular toilet because that's what we're used to. But it had a what is that called? The when it has all the little buttons on the side. A bidet? Is it a bidet? I don't know what's it called. Or you can see your face. In Korea, the toilets are where you can't flush paper. In China, there's a toilet without walls. Yeah, like it's crazy. Like that's different types of toilets. Bidets. Ah, in Japan there are Gundam toilets. God, toilets. What? That you can flush and sing. The day I can get a Gundam toilet, I think I'll be set. I need a Gundam toilet now. How cool would that be? You can flush by singing. By singing. Oh my gosh. The toilet is where you put money in and use for a limited time. Are you kidding me? In Russia, there are toilets. They're freezer. Oh my god. French ceramic toilets. Oh no. They have toilets in the floor, and you have to squat. Yeah, that's the ones that I was talking about. They have to be more in a neutral person. Yeah, that's the ones I was talking about. Found out about that in the start of the year about good toilet posture. Oh my god, gotta get into toilet talk. Oh my gosh. Woo! That was funny. Now that's funny. Please don't forget to like the live stream. I appreciate it if y'all did. I'm getting a good laugh out of this. But that's it. I might have to go soon. Do you mention about some place that have toilets and then have a shelf that you can insert in it for your own health, making sure there's no blood? Oh, wow. D would know. I mean, they live in Thailand and they're out in that, that side. So they're around Asia. Man. What a turn of events. Went from writing my novel to talking about toilets. Gundam toilets at that. Oh man. Oh. All right. So, thank you so much for giving me a laugh. I think I really needed that. I was feeling a little earlier, but that's why I was writing. But thank you so much for stopping by. It was a pleasure to meet you, I cannot pronounce your name, your username. Please don't forget, feel free to subscribe. I would love to talk to you more. You were really interesting to talk to you. And we do, Beanie Charles and I do stream on Fridays. For me, Friday nights for me at 9:30 p.m. And that is Saturday morning for you guys. So if you ever want to come by and chat with us again on the chat, feel free to subscribe and hit the little bell, like the live stream, and yeah, we could talk about toilets more. The next live stream. It's a warm to sit on when you sit on the music. Oh yes, like the bidet thing. Yes, the lid opens. Toilet is a flush. It's called Gundam. That's why it's called Gundam. Got it. All I imagined was the actual the Gundam head on the toilet. All right, y'all. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's coming to an end. Yes, please come on by again. Jeez, you guys are so funny. Thank you so much for coming by. And please stop by again. Subscribe so that way you can know when I actually go on live. And yeah, it's been a pleasure. So, Kathy out. I will see you guys in the next live stream. Ciao. Yeah, I gotta make sure I take this off because I always forget how to do this. Oh yeah, I gotta stop this. And I will see you guys next time.